Viking. I think it's still pretty tough for them. I really like Tundra's draft, but I can see, I can see the idea of what they were going for with Boom. It's massive how the counter exchange can do. Because once Tundra goes in, they're kind of just dictated that they're fully committed in.
Sure. But I mean, how hard is it going to be for Boom to play in a game where 9 is going to be looking to get straight on top of him each and every time in the fights?
It can be very difficult. He has to be very wary of his positioning because he can just get burst down from all this, chain stun, silence, and so many ways to collapse on top of him. I feel like Boom has to play one of the more perfect games for Viking to have any hope in this, because it seems like it can be pretty greedy. Axe needs a Blink Dagger. Ursa needs a Battle Fury. You're gonna rely on Boom very heavily in that mid game, early game.
I mean, and is Boom just not going to get completely destroyed in the CS as you know, go for the quad switch? But the laning is going to be rough, right?
You have to play the harass war, and you play the you're gonna win based off regen war.
Sure.
Like you have to utilize your quas at its maximum. He should lose the CS, but in the gold it should come out better. He just missed 4 last hits, so I say that he's gonna struggle. Those were uncontested last hits under his or 2. He ended up missing at least 2 to 3. I think.
I mean, all in all, I mean, as you say, even if he's able to find a little bit out of this mid lane, it's just the fact that 9, he's going to find a lot out of this lane. There's going to be an sprint that's going to be hitting very fast starting timings.
And he's going to have the bottle red to start here too, so I say, that's what Boom can counteract with the cost regen. You already have bottle. Invoker's not a room securing hero. He's not a hero by any means. And you're a spirit. You're going to get every room. You just roll to it.
And these side lanes, who's sort of coming out on top here? This aggressive tri-lane from Tundra. Is that going to be dealt with by this defensive tri-lane from Viking, or are we going to see a lot of pressure on the here in the lane?
I'd imagine a good amount of pressure is going to start building up very quickly for him. I'm surprised he's already up to 8 last hits, to be honest. That Tusk Grimstroke control they can kill anything. It's very tough. Boom. Oh my goodness.
He just came in and made a play. He took about 3 tower hits somehow. I guess 9 was able to kick him in.
He might die.
He needs help.
But he actually has to get TP rotation to help him.
He can't afford to. Aramis is coming, but no mana. The right click, so at 9. He's looking still for an opportunity to maybe get in on Boom, but now it's too risky. 9. Back away. He'll be fine. He still has the roll in the Fairy Fire. And then this ends up working out. I mean, this is going to be some breathing. I thought 9 was going to go back to base. Looks like he wants to play around still. Feeling any has he got any regen coming out? I mean, yeah, I guess he feels that he's just safe to stick around on low HP.
It's got to help catch up in last hits, which he really needs. I mean, 7 last hits. I can't believe how many he's actually missed. Quite a lot that he missed just himself. So making some mistakes. 9 is thriving, but yeah, still very low HP. Has to be cautious.
And he makes it work. Gets another wave out of it and secures the range. Now it's the walk back to back. So
yeah, he's probably
ready for the 4-minute fight.
How many's he gonna miss? He might only miss like 1 or 2 last hits if he's very quick with another rollback. Might actually be pretty efficient with the going back to base here. And we're seeing bottom Troll is starting to take over in comparison to that Ursa. It's not easy for Shad. I don't know what to do to relieve the pressure here. At least it's giving Kezu a lane. I think that's the most important thing about having these tri-lane versus tri-lane is Axe isn't being shut down at all. Kezu's gonna be able to get his farm online, which they really need on the side of Viking this game. So I think it's okay with sacrificing Shad a little bit.
You can get 9. As 9, he did just TP him to this. And luckily for himself, he's gonna live. Now backups then. The Biver and Fata come through straight away, rolling in onto Aramis. I get the setup to bring down the Lion. Boom. We'll start.
Rune's coming in.
Arcane Rune 9 is going to be able to get the refuel.
The Dream. The TPs from the supports though, can they actually even they can't even punish Skiter, so those TPs actually end up working really nicely for Tundra. Troll a very hard hero to bring down, especially with Nature's Prophet. You don't do anything as Seleri. Yeah, it's just such a good troll pick. When they third picked it, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, this is like, he's versus Nature's Prophet and he's versus Ursa, so it's just like the most fortunate troll, because you don't want to make Nature's Prophet 3 at that point, and then Ursa's core matchup is just tough. So I really love that they went for this first game.
I'm now down on this bottom lane. It doesn't look like Vikings heroes are ever really going to be able to put a stop to that in this laning stage. This lane, it's going to be Tundra's.
Oh, okay, well. Miss will at least be able to kill a ring of health there. But yeah, I agree. I don't even think having flying down here has any merit. So I like that Aramis is actually just playing around top, running around mid as well, because yeah, he just can't do anything bot. So they're just gonna have to accept that on the side of Viking and just get Kezu a good game. Get him an early blink dagger, get him some stacks.
Is under attack.
That's what I want to see now from Aramis and from Seleri. Just stack gaming. You have an Axe and an Ursa on your team. You need to get your items on.
I mean, do you sort of agree with what the panel was touching on, that this game, you know, a lot of focus is going to be on Kezu to be that playmaker and to be the hero that really sort of carries them from the spot where they're still waiting for the Ursa to get his items online.
It's Kezu and Boom, yeah. Like, he has to get a good timing on the blink dagger, and then Boom has to play really well with his dispels, with the tornadoes to control the surges, the ink swells. You know, there's gonna be all these buffs on this Troll Warlord carry. They have to deal with that. It's 33.
Found him in the trees. 33. He's been surrounded. TP's coming in. He's going to try and surge his way out of this, but Batlunga's ticking him down and he'll fall. They get the kill. Biver and Fata not able to do anything about that. They can't fight back here against the 3 of Viking.
But they can always send the 2 TPs. Like, they can always just rotate the 2 supports, because Troll is fine. You know, Skiter's like, okay, I'm going to 1v1 with Shad. This is great. The dream for this Tundra lineup. Although they do lose that dodge here. Good pressure.
Slow down the MP. Nine's able to dodge it. Nine actually getting back and aggressively. Boom immediately TP's out after Nine misses the stun, and before anything else is there to come in and take him down. It's going to be the lane though.
Did 33 just... Oh, I think he made the timing wrong there. He TP'd mid, I think, to fill up the bottle, but they didn't actually end up trying. Nine was a little bit too far away, so he just has to go to the jungle. And that's going to give Kezu more freedom. See him working on a stack up here. And it's really all about that blink dagger for them to make some nice aggressive moves.
I mean, Kezu's having the best time out of the lanes when it comes to Vikings' cause.
And the best one to effectively shut down that Troll early game too. Because battle trance early on, you're probably going to be able to dunk through that. The later stages, the life steal becomes overwhelming, but early stages, you can usually keep the dunk off pretty nicely. So yeah, good start for Kezu. Ursa starting to catch slowly back up. He's not dying at the very least. And they're forcing a lot of reaction from Tundra. So it is, in a way, kind of protecting Shad with the Tusk and Grimstrokes having to move around the map so much. All things considered, I think Viking has come out of the lanes a lot better than I thought they would. How many lives will see top? Aramis does get gone upon. Is he able to pop the stick and turn with the stun? Aramis, is he able to make it away? He is. Okay.
He's able to walk out of there, and Kezu, he's looking to run down Fata. If he gets a few spins out of this, he's going to be able to find it. Kezu gets the kill. The wall's been dropped down by 33. Kezu into the trees. He can make his way out of this. He's being chased down by the illusion. With the giant shell on him, they've trapped him with the shard. Kezu, can he kill off the illusion? Time he goes for the dunk, tries to get another dunk off to get the run, but he can't do it. He's a little too low, as they will manage to bring down Kezu there with that response. Tundra.
I learned a mechanic just now, though. If you dunk an illusion from dark, well, it refreshes it. I actually did not know that.
I guess that counts as a hero dunk.
I literally had no idea that would refresh it. I thought it would put it on cooldown. That's good to know. Bottom, Skiter, still level 5. He's about to hit the 6. He just gets it. He's gonna try anyway. He can burn his mana, but he's got the stick.
That's not gonna be enough given the ult though. So Skiter does have to be careful. He's got the back, Biver and Fata in, and now they can try and turn Boom. A few tower hits, extra TP's coming in from Tundra. They want to fight next. Tower, Shad stepping forward. They're in on the top. They'll be able to take him down. Nine rolls in the stun. He's going to connect on the boat for them as Aramis is caught, as well as Boom. Nuked down by the Stroke of Fate. They've got to run. His Magnetize is kept going on them all. Shad's trying to TP out, but they're in. Nine, has he got the damage? He has. As Shad's down. Can't quite TP out in time there. As Tundra, they bring the numbers, and Nine, he comes in with the damage.
That's not how Viking wants those things to go. They try to make the move on the Troll, and they end up losing the Invoker for his rotation. Kezu's still able to get the farm. He's got the hood, so we'll slow down his blink dagger a little bit. But if he does need a little bit more tankiness, once to tank through those ion shells in particular. But yeah, big hit from Tundra. And it's Skiter, who's already been enabled so much this game. He's got phase, he's got perseverance. He's going to be getting a real good time on Battle Fury. Yeah, Shad, as we said, he's pressured.
A big fan of this. I mean, you know, the Battle Fury over the Maelstrom on Troll, especially the game against the Prophet. And we saw Skiter, he's definitely still still on the Battle Fury train with the builds that we've seen coming out from him. And this game is great timing on it.
And it's trapped.
Yeah, Boom.
They want
more.
They can't.
Nice going in. Whew, he's got a surge. so he's safely out of there. Bottom lane at the same time, Kezu is able to get the call in onto Fata. Dunk down onto one. See if he can chase down another. If bringing Skiter rather low, not quite low enough for the dunk. It's Kezu having good moves here.
Good game.
It's going to give him a great timing on this blink after the Vanguard. He's top net worth. So panel says, you know, eyes on Kezu to carry here. So far, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, and keep him on the map. I like this. Buy more. Like, keep giving him clarities too. Like, just let Kezu keep his impact and keep his presence on the map. He's so important. Once he gets blinked too, it's gonna be really important. Tundra looking to force the issue. They've got Magnetize available again. Really want to set up and push this tower down here with Troll, especially. And before the blink dagger, they really want to make a big move on those towers.
Be a big hit.
Oh, can they find Kezu?
I think they might. Kezu.
They got the
this. They're rolling in. They don't quite get the initial stun. They do get the follow. Backup's coming in. But that hurt indeed. Kezu taking quite a beating here. Have they got enough? Coverage comes there. The snowball will dodge the tornado. But now, the whole spot the ball. The finger comes out. They burst through Biver. 33 and 9, continuing to chase on, and they're moving on to Boom. Another setup with the ink swell as Boom will pop.
He just came back. He just got back to mid not too long ago. And he's trying to save out his buddy and dies as well. They only get the kill on the Tusk and they lose 2 cores out of it. Shad gets the space, but damage is done. Skiter gets the bottom tower, and he's getting very close to Battle Fury already. And I'm glad you did say, like, I do love that he went for Battle Fury this game. When you're a Troll and you're the win condition for your team, like, he has the win over the core matchup, right? Like, Troll versus Ursa, Troll is always just a better late game matchup.
Oh, hello.
That he's going for the late game.
And talking about our carry, Shad. He's been found. He's trying to run. There's no safe in this match, surely, unless the tornado. Oh, it's a beautiful one. On down to the 3. But the wall's out, the Shards as well. Shad's blocked in, drag back 33. Cleans up the kill. There's no running from this man.
About to say, holy moly, what a tornado, but not quite this time. Boom again, unable to save his buddy. And he's starting to fall behind already on this Invoker. 141 last hits, and his rotations are, it has to be perfect. That's the thing about Quaswex is if you start to have these rotations that don't work out well, you really start to fall behind. And that's 2 deaths now that he's had as soon as he's shown his face. Now, they have to make plays. They have Kezu blink down. He's got to just hide himself off the map. They have to just have their nature's prophet and lion pushing the waves. Kezu has to be extremely active.
Keep the courier here.
Radiant are scanning.
Don't show it.
Yeah, the reveal of this will be massive.
Do they have a smoke? Okay, they have a smoke on Aramis too. They're still on cooldown for 50 seconds, but I think that they should still smoke and at least swing. So maybe swing towards top, get an aggressive ward down so you get some information for Shad. Shad, this is the best place for him to farm, but it's not really that safe either at the moment. Up in this top side, it doesn't have much information. See what they can catch here. They have the Wrath of Nature too. Fingers still, like we said, 40 seconds. Maybe the Wrath will be enough. Biver's sitting on the side. He's expecting a move. He's the save versus that axe call.
You can see he's prepared for this.
Catches the smoke. He's ready for it.
Yeah.
He's there to protect his core.
Kezu's going to go for it. They're going to see if they can take down Biver. They'll be able to get Biver, but now the question is if Tundra's able to get back in on this. They won't quite find an opportunity to do so. Viking, the kill they get out, but not necessarily the big kill that they hope for with the blink reveal.
This is just heads up though. I like the way that Tundra's playing with the buddy system. You know, I like calling it that. The Tusk, he doesn't have anywhere better to be on the map. His whole job is either tank the gank or a snowball save your troll if he does get initiated on. So he tanks the gank. You know, that's your job. It's a good job. I love it.
Passing moment, the net worth difference growing specifically between carries.
And look at Skiter. He's got an ancient stack to work on. Like the other side where Ursa, no Battle Fury, no ancient stack either. Enabled much more, and it really is the name of the game really is enable Skiter, as we've mentioned multiple times. They have Surge, they have Ion Shell, they have Ink Swell. It's going to be all these buffs.
He's going to be terrifying in these team fights.
He is going to be
unless, as you say, unless he gets tornadoes.
Yeah, exactly. So they got to be really careful about the counter initiation and the positioning on Viking. I'm unsure of which blade's actually the right choice, but maybe Boom wants to just have more right click. I don't really know what you build on the Quaswex invokers anymore. This is just what everyone's doing.
No, I suppose.
Makes him a bit tankier, but positioning is everything. I actually almost just want him to get, as awful as this sounds, it's like BKB first. Like, because he's just gonna get ran at. Like this Earth Spirit is gonna get on him and silence him, control him, etc.
He's
Maybe he tries it. We'll see.
His position is it's got
it's everything.
middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Yes, sir.
9.
Things here with the drag back on tonight. Nice, pretty techy though. Tornado off the mark there as the snowball from Biver. The mistake. 33 with the mech pop to keep his team strong enough to keep this fight going. Kezu's going to have another chance for a blinker in a second, and he goes for it. He's be able to get the jump in. This time only onto the troll. Can they burst him down though? He's trying to get back in on this Kezu, but on to the side. He's already in and on top of Aramis. Skiter moves in with a battle chance, bleeds through Kezu. Over Biver goes towards Boom. We see Shad jump in from the side. He's trying to get involved, but the Stardust is a part of the enrage. He's looking for 33. He chased down this Dark Seer, surges up, and Biver with another shard. Locks up any attempt from Biker to chase it. Tundra, they're not even done yet. He's ready to go. The back of the 3 of them into the ink spoil. They're all dead.
Oh my god.
Radiant's
All right,
middle
that was
tower has fallen.
that's going to finish up a fight.
Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
I mean,
I want to see it again.
Shad and Boom, they really tried to go for this. But that
They have
setup.
such good positioning, but these are the buffs, you know.
Radiant
Inkswell, look
are
at Skiter, they
scanning.
see
Look at
him
him
coming
go.
in. Level 3 vacuum.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Bam.
attack.
That picture perfect. That was beautiful. I love seeing combos hit. And now 4K advantage with the Battle Fury. Ursa still doesn't have his.
Oh, does he
Darcy
not?
getting close to top net worth too. No, he doesn't.
It's a slow one here from Shad with these deaths that
And
he
he-
suffered.
And he doesn't have the core match either, right? Like he's into the troll. So the game is just always hard for the Ursa. You're always an item behind, it feels like, versus this troll. Great moves from Tundra. Just really understanding their power peaks there. You can tell, like, they've got the mech on the Dark Sphere. They've got all this stuff like coming in. And they persist. They dive past the tower heavily. And now even considering to check out Roche, they do have that troll and such a big power point right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It just doesn't feel easy for Viking. Like I don't know what the next item timing is for them to get like that big strength thing. It feels like everything is just, they need more time to get farm, and that's where, you know, panel touched on. It's greedy when you have Ursa, Invoker, Axe. They need a Blink Dagger to do anything, and the lanes have kind of fallen
Radiant's
apart.
middle
Kezu
tower
having a
is
good
under
game,
attack.
but this Invoker is just continuing to fall further and further behind for Boom.
Their last pick, you know, this is the hero that's meant to have that oomph, and just hasn't so far.
Nope.
Less
And now it
Yeah.
grieves as well on 33, so the EMP is not going to be nearly as effective anymore. So he's going to have that way to restore his
Radiant's
teammates.
middle tower
I
is
mean,
under
it
attack.
really just, yeah, as you say, it feels like Grief just offsets the full impact of the Invoker's damage output, especially when the Invoker's this far behind.
When he's poor, yeah. It really is just, that's the biggest thing. It's like 33 is just almost like double net worth in a way of the Invoker, so he just counteracts him fully. And Quas Wex is tough, you know, it's hard to make work in these type of games. If you fall behind,
It's rough.
if you full commit to the Quas Wex as well, it gets hard. I've seen a lot of times they go like 5 points Wex, and then they go Aghanims and they build toward the Exort and they go for the Cataclysm. This isn't a game that can do that. I felt like it was needed though. They do have the Axe Call and stuff like that, so there is potential for way later down the line, but I don't think we're gonna get there with the way Tundra's playing. That is a sneaky courier.
Radiant's
So what?
top
That's a
tower is
solar
under
crest
attack.
near done for Seleri. He actually does have it. So, the thing is that they're still getting like pretty okay farm. It just it feels like
Mid, he needs help and he needs it now. Boom's trying to cover him with the combo. The Biver's coming for the side with the snowball. They've moved in straight on top of the Axe. Kezu, he's trying to run, but he can't get away from the 5 of them. That's Kezu gone.
ran out.
The vacuum here for 33, catching another. 9, he's ready with the chase. There's no running. Tundra really starting to step it up in this third game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's just so easy for them to set up kills. With all these buff ups with the Ink Swell, with this Earth Spirit, just dominating the game, even controlling Shad now.
Can't get out of this, so can he?
Oh, he just kills himself? Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Now it's sort of rolling all over the place. And that's the thing, at this point, it doesn't matter if half the stars are missing. It doesn't matter, they're still getting the kill.
And Troll, full item ahead of that Ursa. BKB's done, level 15. It's getting pretty rough, Viking. And it really just feels like it's only eyes on Kezu. You know, he's got to pull a step. He's got to get some like 5-man calls, and even then, I don't think they have the damage. You know, and even if he does get the calls, it's
got to spin.
Feeling pretty to win. Yeah.
I mean, and it would be that, but this was built up to this game. You know, TI pretty much on the line here. You get knocked down to Division 2. You're not going to have the chance next season to get to a major, to get DPC points. You know, and for most teams, you know, TI is everything. So to lose here, it's going to be a very sad day for one of the squad.
Still looking to make these moves. They're smoking. They've got Shad pretty far from his BKB still, but they're looking to hit anyway. He's checking out the rush, so it looks like they're doing for some very greedy play. If he can sneak it, while his team makes a play elsewhere.
I mean, they might just be able to get away.
The Courier's scouting it. Biver saw it.
Kezu, he's trying to throw a distraction.
Okay.
Put in. He wants them to go for him.
Knight's leaving.
He's already out. He's heading over. Roshan is gone though. Kezu, he did what he needed to do. He gave his life. He gave the space. Viking take Rosh.
Oh, Shad can get out and not die before he with that Aegis. Seleri looks like he's probably going to go down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See if the rest of them can escape. Aramis chased down as well, but a good stun will set up for space for him to get out. So in this position, sacrificing 2 heroes to get Roshan and Aegis, Viking take that every time.
Absolutely. You deny from Tundra as well too, where Tundra might be able to just push and end the game. Now you can be able to buy yourself some more time so Shad can actually get a BKB and have a fighting hope in the game. And actually be able to show up to a fight and be able to do something. If he's able to get BKB, he will be able to maybe actually do something. Boom, he's under a ward.
Oh, he went for the regen, and he is dead for that.
He is.
Yeah, that's... I mean, they can't afford to give up anything really in this position.
No.
Whilst they're behind and taking the risk there for an unnecessary rune.
Dire's middle tower.
Boom, definitely having a bit of a rough one in this game.
Middle
Couple
tower
in the laning phase too. You could see that he was missing some last hits. Just things are over. Now him going for that rune too. There's not really a purpose. He just gives his life again. 1, 4, and 3 on this mid.
I mean, as I said, there's just so much weighing on this series. A lot of pressure here for the players.
Yep. 100, they're thriving under the pressure really. 20-7 right now, and just constantly hunting and looking for all these plays. And this is them busting out a 5 gyro in the last game. Now they're running the mid Earthburn, and it's working. Yeah. And that's confidence.
It's in that confidence.
Radiant are scanning.
Tundra as a team just much clearer position right now.
Seleri's trying to buy time. He's cutting waves, summoning treants, summoning greater treants, split pushing as best he can to get them some time for Shad. So like we said, so he can at least get BKB and have a chance to fight. And we'll see if they can actually take the fight. If they can take the fight with BKB, maybe they have a chance in this game. It still feels pretty impossible, but hey, there's crazier things that have happened. Space from Seleri, just keep it. That's probably the only thing that's going to be happening exciting for Viking besides them. Maybe looking for a smoke with Kezu. I think it's still a little crazy. I think Seleri's the one that's going to be the only action that they're actually doing. But time?
Been out pretty far here down bottom.
They see them though. They have that ward on the high ground. Seleri sees them with that ward. At least 2 of them at the bottom. So they're going to dodge away. And we'll get a courier snipe. Will he die for it?
Did have a fair bit on that courier. Had a top. But the XP probably big game from that killing.
They're trying to kill the treants, but they can't. These annoying treants are going to probably cut the next wave, at least somewhere, either top or mid. Will he be able to make it to top? He won't. As we see them actually make the move maybe up top. The BKB is finished for Shad.
9 over on Tundra. They're smoking up here right behind Shad.
See what they can do.
Can they get a jump?
They gotta get
need a clean kill.
Yep. Nine is showing himself for a second.
Aramis, they coming in. Oh, the Yules!
And now he has BKB.
Straight away, he's able to dodge the initiation from Kedu. And now they'll look to 9, running down Aramis. Vikings will do their best to just get everybody else out there if they can. Boom. He's out with the Ghost Watch. He's away from the sentries. They won't be able to catch him. I mean, all things considered, with that initiation going down the drain, if they only lose Aramis, they'll be fine with this move to the side. Kezu is having to come in to protect Shad. Shad, he's trying to turn all this down. He has to cross the edges of the BKB, but the wall's down onto the two of them. It's from 9. Sold by them, come to play the silence now on both of them as they link together. Kezu out of despair. As Kezu, he's getting low. He's taken down. Shad as well. He'll fall the once. He's going to be back with a second round. They did indeed get the urge. Can't do anything here with his second line. Pots the BKB immediately. Turns over towards 33 and Skiter. Sunstrike going to be dodged. Biver. End of the snowball. They'll kite out the BKB from Shad. And again, you know, continuing the position they're in. Losing the Aegis, losing Kezu. You got the kill on 9. And 9, of course, in a much better position at that moment than the 2 of those cores. So, again, just closing that lead that Tundra had bit by bit here, Viking, that they are holding on.
All that matters is Shad survives throughout a fight and is able to actually get himself an item, get himself back onto the map and farming. He's literally everything for this team right now. 9 may be overcommitting a little hard there, but Tundra's still in a pretty damn good spot anyway, even if they do lose that Earth Spirit. Ursa still needs quite a few more items to be able to address versus Troll to have that actual matchup. But he's getting there. He's on his way. And he at least will always have the benefit of being alacrity and stuff like that inside the team fights too from Boom. Boom does get, you know, some more saving graces for himself. Has his BKB done, starting to get levels into Exor and whatnot too.
Now we see him sort of considering what his next item was going to be. He had the Hex queued up momentarily, now shifted to the Ags. I mean, what route do you think he does have to go? What would you think is going to be the best hit?
I think you have to go. Like the Axe Call, you know, you have a setup. I'm sure you're playing versus Snowball, but you've got a couple ways to set up, and we can definitely see they're lacking damage. They can't provide on Shad to do everything. Once his beacon is down on this first his fights are going to be very
Seleri.
So Poker has to carry his way.
Trying to get it away. Sneaky plays down bottom, but spotted out by the wards. Still though, it is, you know, this constant pressure from the Prophet. It is removing opportunities for Tundra to play as aggressive as maybe they would like, and it's giving space, giving time for Viking.
Yeah, and they're getting, you know, BKB for Kazu's coming soon. They're getting levels on Invoker, which is the best thing you can always get on an Invoker, and getting just time for his next few items. Still a uphill battle. This Troll still has the best core matchup in the game, and he is still owning Skiter, 4,000 plus ahead of the competition, and he's got, as we mentioned, all the enablers. So sure, you've got Tornado to counteract it, but there's a BKB now on the Troll. So if he's buffed up by all these buffs that we've been saying from Tundra, and he pops BKB, can't dispel it, he can train on targets. Still very hard for Viking to actually take these fights.
Aramis.
But there's a chance.
Uh-oh. Again, that for Viking, that's fine. Just the line dying, everybody else out, and they're still able to play the map.
Shad's getting space, you know, Shad's getting farm. He's got Basher. He's not catching up to the Troll, but he's catching up in his own way.
He's not falling further behind.
Exactly. Thank you. That's much nicer. Boom now also has a quickening charm, so a little bit of a better item than that Grove Bow. Sit back, get some nice spell frequency. Can have Cold Snap going constantly in the fights too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Because yeah, almost.
Radiant are scanning.
They do still have some hopes in these team fights. It's gonna be very hard, but still a chance. And they're still buying more time. Just getting these next few items. The acronyms on the Invoker definitely would be something they'd like to get before a big fight comes up. Might be hard to just keep making this forever though. They're gonna try for. Looks like they're trying to go for something aggressive top for a second. Area.
Dire's bottom tower
Get
is
a
under
BKB
attack.
charge out of him. Plays it cool.
Oh, Kezu just missed 3 laps.
Dire's bottom tower is
You're so
under
close to
attack.
BKB.
Oh, no. Kezu.
And now they might actually smoke out and hit him. He's gonna be just short of the BKB now.
He didn't miss those last hits.
I didn't miss those.
Quite hard to miss. I'll miss the ball.
Aramis. He'll need the gank.
Well, everyone, yeah, sure they want to get out of this. They don't want to fight this, do they? No, they want to run. They want to run. Shad, he's been forced to fight this. He's turning over towards 33. He's going to pop the BKB, trapping it on the front. Kezu, jump. Have they got the damage there? Alan Kezu's going to fall, and now Shad, he's got to run. The enrage of BKB shortly coming to an end. Skiter's on top of him, leading him into position. As Shad's down, 9. He will fall in return, but now the chase continues from Tundra as they head over towards Boom and snowballs and Biver. And over towards Aramis too. The Shards won't catch him, but Skiter's acts well.
Skiter, the king of the game. He just, and he literally just gets to hold his ground in the fight. Axe Blinks calls him, he doesn't care. Just pops his ult, holds his ground, eats the Ursa, eats the Axe alive. And that's a fight that was forced. They got back on the high ground. They felt like they needed to go back to help the Ursa, but a terrible positioning for them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, these little moves from 33 making it very difficult to try and use terrain against them. Back over 31 to 9.
I didn't see if it made a difference either, but this is an item that I thought we were going to see Boss Wex Invoker just dead because of, is the Eternal Shroud. 33's got it. EMP actually just kind of does nothing at that point. Literally just does 0. Gets counteracted fully by that Eternal Shroud.
We'll see this again. I mean, it's, you know, it's clear. Aramis down. They want to leave. Shad try and run cliff, but this fucking boom straight up to the high ground. And now at that point, you've got no choice if you're Viking. You've got to try and stand ground and take it. But of course, with the way that they're behind, that's just not, it's not possible.
No, and Skiter just gets full freedom. He just pops BKB and he's just full out battle trancing, hitting 2 heroes while another fight's going on the left side. 9 distracts everybody. Yeah, really good fights from Tundra, and just, yeah, we're seeing the power of this troll pick. Really, 10-0-7, Skiter just have full freedom. Full Abyssal Blade done now too. I mean, his farm is just 1,000 over the next, pretty much. And look at this, a DD as well.
Completed coming out blade, so it's not going to be easy for these heroes. Boom in particular, he has got to stand right at the back of these fights.
They just don't have damage at all to deal with this troll either now. Through 2, like they can't even kill him once. 2 lives is just, yeah, it's overkill. As they're gonna keep doing, you know, same thing. Same in the game for Viking is just Seleri to push the waves and then try to find any opportunities to get extra farm, but that last hit hurt.
That sort of position where Vikings' best hopes might lie behind Shad getting time to pick up a rapier.
It feels like, yeah, I mean, it really does feel like he needs it. They need Cataclysm and rapier, and
then
they don't have either.
Maybe there's a chance, but other than that, Tundra in a very solid position.
33 trying to get the catch, can't quite. Yeah, Forge Spirits, Treants, sent down lanes. Period TP's Wrath of Nature probably gonna get popped any second now too when he sees the waves. Just anything to buy them sometimes in some hopes. Yeah, get Boom the Ags. That's your next real big hope, and then just try to get Kezu like a 3-man call or something like that. It's about 1,000 away. Not too bad. 1,200-ish. Who knows? I don't think they're gonna have the time though. Tundra is gonna start kicking up the pace. They're trying to solve the lane issues though. Viking is doing a good job of keeping that push. Skiter's bloodthirsty right now. But with this full Abyssal too, he is really feeling himself. Like, he just wants to hit a hero. He does not want to hit any creeps anymore. Someone show your face so you can Abyssal them. That's what Skiter's asking for.
Radiant's top tower is under
Have a
attack.
poke of the high ground. There's still 2 minutes on that Aegis. And they're just going in. They're in. No, the Abyssal onto Boom Boom. Could he get out from this? He's got it, but he's been found in place in by the Stormlight. He's gone. He's going to buy back immediately. Skiter, he's trying to dump in for more. The stun. Sunstrike to follow up. Skiter, he's so tanky. Aramis is going to end up ticking out magnetized damage.
He's still spreading too.
Kezu can't get the jump in. And even
No.
if it does, it's going to be into an Aegis Troll.
Radiant's
As
top
Tundra,
tower
they'll
is
take
under
the tier 3, they're onto the barracks.
Radiant's
They're
top barracks
smoking
are
up,
under
they're looking for
attack.
some sort of wraparound, some sort of setup.
Back door's kicked in. The creeps aren't in the base. They've caught them effectively.
Can Kezu find a jump?
Skeeter's still in the base. Kezu's trying to
He's
find
going to
the
look to
force.
see if he can find something, but he doesn't get he doesn't get either. And now, up on the high ground, Shad, he's stuck up there, he needs help, he needs it now. Tornado comes down from Boom. Shad trying to hold his position here, pops the enrage, turns over towards 9, but he will send up into the air. Shad losing time here with the bonus of that ultimate. Boom goes down. Shad's trying to chase him for a kill, but they can't get anything out of this Viking. Shad being constantly kited as Tundra turn, they'll deal with him as well. Shad's out, Boom's down. 2 calls out of the game for over a minute, and no buybacks to be seen.
Radiant's top barracks are
Skiter
under
gets the
attack.
blood he was looking for. Finds the Ursa. Finds Boom as well. Back to the racks. Clean and easy fight for them. Shad, they tried to get the catch there. So Shad has no BKB though at this point. So him popping out is just, he knows he's gonna die if he doesn't get all the kills immediately. As Tundra looking
Radiant's
for
top
Aramis.
barracks are under attack.
Goodbye, Aramis.
Skeeter's in, adding to his KDA here, 13-0-8. Seleri
Radiant's bottom
desperately
tower
trying to
is
just
under
block
attack.
waves, buy some time. Kezu as well, trying to distract them from the base as he charges out on that top lane,
Radiant's bottom tower.
but he can't do so. He goes down. They'll take him out. They'll head straight back
They know.
towards cleaning up the barracks.
Radiant's top
They know it's
barracks
over.
are under
Kezu was just
attack.
trying to buy any
Radiant's bottom
type of fun. Seleri still pushing mid, but yeah, all the racks will get finished off here. Still 15 seconds for Skiter to finish cleaning it up.
Radiant's middle tower is
Full
under
X on
attack.
33. The
Radiant's top
big irons are coming out now. They've got that much money on all of
Radiant's
them.
middle tower has
They're
fallen.
going to have one more fight in it.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
They will wait for everyone to respawn to give it
Radiant's
one
middle has fallen.
final shot.
Seleri buying a
Radiant's middle
Deso.
tower is under attack.
The 5 position they just transitioning into the 2.
There we go. Mega Creep. He's out. Fata, he's jumping in aggressively. He's got the soulbind on the 2 of them. Boom is out to pop the BKB and step to the back. They try and get themselves away.
Actually, gonna back up. Okay. I mean, Skiter's 25 with a Scotty BKB. I think Tundra could just run in at them, but I guess they're trying to get a big combo off with the vacuum. Go back up. I feel like they could just run in and fought, but they're gonna back up.
I mean,
Pick
they're
up
playing
a tier
it
4
safe.
item.
You know, there's a lot on the line here. This
There's
win.
tier 4 items too. You can always pick those up as well. And
Radiant
just sit on the high ground.
scanning.
But yeah, patience definitely the name of the game. What's on the line? Even though
As it's
this
a
one
lot.
is
It's a
100% item at, yeah,
Is
win
it?
probability 100%.
Let's bring up the Dota Plus. Get checked from Gabe, and it is. It's called here, 100%. As you know, Viking, they'll play out what will be their last moments, unfortunately for them here in the upper division.
Tundra's just waiting for the target to show. Waiting for the soulbind Abyssal Blade on 2.
They're ready with the jump. Soulbind straight away. The back, give the Abyssal Blade onto the 2 of the Aramis and Boom are gone. Tundra, they're ready to close this up. They're ready to put an end to it, and here the end will come. GG is called by Viking as Tundra with a fantastic game. As we really saw just the confidence and the individuality here from this team with what they can bring to the table. This game 3 coming out with the 9 Spirit as that